So it's finally time to start making the brackets for the Phoenix Festival tournament. The tournament itself is going to start on August 2nd at 8 a.m. That's when the first match video itself is going to be posted, and there'll be a separate video breaking down the rules and going over a couple of the highlights of the different brackets on August 1st. But for now, I figure it'd be a good idea to post the making of the brackets and see my reactions, I guess, to how these brackets turn out, and also prove that it is actually randomized, that I'm not just picking and choosing who I want in each bracket. So the way this is going to work, there's going to be a separate website that's going to be set up for all of the tournaments. I can pull that up for a second here, and we have, for the singles tournament, all of them have already been loaded in, all 80 participating characters. They're in alphabetical order right now. We'll hit the shuffle seeds and see how the tournament bracket sets up. Similarly, it's going to be the same with the team brackets and the doubles brackets as well. But the thing is, for the doubles brackets, we have to decide what the pairings are actually going to be. So that's what we're going to do first. Now, for both the singles brackets and the doubles brackets, there are going to be some seeded characters. So the ones that are going to be seeded are essentially the ones in Ozpin's Inner Circle and Cinder's Inner Circle, or Salem's Inner Circle. So Cinderfall, Glinda Goodwitch, Hazel Reinhardt, Ozpin, Crow, Raven, and Tyrion Kalos. Raven's technically not part of Ozpin's Inner Circle, but on the same level, they're, the ones who you consider kind of legendary tier huntsmen. And with that being the case, in the singles matches, when everything is randomized onto that website, I'm going to have to go in and manually shift them up to where they're supposed to be. The way that the tournament brackets are going to be separated for the singles and doubles is that there's actually going to be 5 separate brackets that everything is going to be shuffled into, so that they're going to fight along that, and then there'll be 5 finalists, and then everything will be matched up and go to a grand finals that will have a round-robin style tournament with the 5 finalists. There'll be 5 finalists for the singles tournament, 5 final pairs for the doubles tournament. I'll put a more breakdown of that in, the announcement video on August 1st. I believe this video is probably going to be released on August 1st as well. But for now, let's decide who is going to be paired up with each other in the doubles tournament. So we'll form the actual pairings themselves. I have all of the members associated here, and the ones that are seeded, I'm going to leave them in here for now, and if they come up as paired with one another, then I'm going to actually manually change that instead of, seeding them themselves, but we'll see how things end up turning out. Now, I have a random number picker here from 1 to 80 different characters. They're all lined up with their number there, so I'll just slot them into here as their team matches come up. So, let's start off with who is going to, be paired with one another. 37. So, equals a 37. We have, Maria Calavera with, that doesn't seem that random. Marrow. Oh, that's going to be an interesting combination. Ooh. A Grim Reaper with someone who can stop people in their tracks. Well, we'll see how that goes. Let's go A46. Neon with 55. A55. Peter Port. That's an interesting team. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. I can see already. Equals Nadir Shiko with a 46. Equals a 47. Neapolitan. Okay, that's going to be interesting as well. So, equals 48. Neptune Vasilius with Milsha Malachite. Oh, Neptune's going to be so happy about that one, except he's probably going to get stabbed in the chest by her, but we're going to assume they fight together at the very least. Oh, I love this. Oh my god. Fiona Time, good old sheep girl with Bertilac Celadon. He's not too fond of Faunus, but we're going to assume they work together, and that'll be an interesting combination. Heat creation with Bertilac's semblance and Fiona Time's semblance of the palm pocket. That'll be That'll be interesting to see how that turns out and what combinations they might be able to come up with. Lyren, okay, first of the main 8 with Team Juniper and Team RWBY, paired up with equals 61 Roman Torchwick. Oh my god, I love this. Equals a 8. So we have Blake Belladonna, the first of Team RWBY, paired up with Gira Belladonna. Father and daughter fighting together. Well, at least we know there's going to be trust between this team and they're going to work well together, but oh my god. I can't believe that happened. I'm really enjoying this. This is going to be incredible. Weiss-Schnee, okay. With Fox Alistair. That's a pretty good combination with TeamSpeak and Weiss's versatility. That's going to be an interesting team match. Equals a 72. Tyrion Kalos, here we go. With equals 29. And there we go, the first one. So we will move Hazel over. We will put A29 in the next one. Because, you know, Hazel and Tyrion, we can't have them fight together. That would be a little bit too overpowered. Equals A63. Oh, God. Tyrion fighting alongside RWBY. Oh, like niece, like uncle, I suppose. With Crow fighting alongside Tyrion first, and now RWBY's fighting alongside him next. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be very interesting. Cinderfall, why? Why are they trying to pair all the powerful ones up against each other? Okay, equals 13. We'll put her next. Huh. Okay. Equals a 7. Bartholomew Oobleck and Hazel Reinhardt. Well, Hazel's not going to be too happy about being paired with, you know, a professor of Ozpins or an ally of Ozpins, but this is really interesting so far. Equals a 31. James Ironwood and Cinder Fall. I can't make this up. As you can see, it's completely random, but like, after Volume 7, they would not work well together, especially with Ironwood's paranoia and everything going on, but this is gonna be fun, seeing how this tournament unfolds and seeing how people, you know, react as you're seeing all this happen, whoever's, you know, actually watching this video instead of the announcement video. Kali Belladonna, who is our, you know, tray plate wielding cat faunus going to be paired up with? Number 1. Oh no! 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 Oh! Why? Why? Why was this? Oh, I hate it, but I also love it. Kali Belladonna and Adam Toros. Oh, the best cat mom with the worst son-in-law. That's, oh my god, why? Vernal, you know, fan favorite, paired up with, if she's paired up with Raven Bronwyn, that's going to be amazing. Octavia Ember. That's going to be interesting. Octavia got a little bit more story in Before the Dawn, so we have her semblance as well as, you know, her other fighting abilities, a couple more of them at least, and some of her personality, so that's going to be interesting. Equals a 17. Dugale, another member of Team Indigo, paired with Melanie Malachite. Okay. Powerhouse girl team there. We got a 70. Talk. Okay. If she's paired with John, game over. Ilya, Amatola, and Talk. Invincibility with the cloaking ability. Huh. Or at least camouflage ability with Ilya. That's an interesting pair as well. Equals a 21. Emerald Sustrai paired with, if it's Mercury, that's going to be amazing. 60 probably won't be Mercury. Robin Hill. Huh. Okay, that'll be fun. We have, equals a 9. Bolin Hori paired with Dudley. Oh, poor Bolin. But, I mean, Dudley is a trained huntsman, as much as he is, you know, Tweedledum, I suppose, being a dud. But there's still a chance. I mean, Dudley, trained huntsman. Bolin, he's skilled in his own right. A3. Okay, that's Arslan. Paired with 68. A 68. Skylark. Two side characters. Arslan, definitely a badass, and Skylark is... No, it was Dove Bronzewing that I think was supposed to be the most skilled of Team Cardinal, but Skylark, he's the one who wields the axe, I suppose. And he was pretty skilled when we saw him back in Volumes 2 and 3, I believe. Well, we didn't really see him fight in Volume 1, so interesting. 57. Crow Bronwyn. Here we go. Paired with 56. Swear to God if that's Raven. Crow Bronwyn and Pyranikos. This, I think, is one of the strongest teams so far, next to Maria Calavera and Mero Aemon. Oh my God, this is gonna be, wow. May Marigold paired with Gwen Darcy. Okay, that'll be an interesting pair. We don't really... Well, May has the semblance of invisibility. We don't know Gwen's or the rest of Team Indigo other than Octavia's, unfortunately, but this is... Mare Marigold could definitely pull some stunts with her invisibility, and that could make for an interesting match, depending on who she's paired up against. With this being a single elimination tournament, though, they may not get the chance, but who knows? Mercury Black paired up with a 58. Raven Bronwyn. Huh. Oh my God, some of these teams are absolutely amazing. That's another powerful team. We have equals a 18. Dove Bronzewing, most skilled member of Team Cardinal, paired up with Banesaw. This is the White Fang Lieutenant, named Banesaw by the fans, but that's an interesting pair. Dove Bronzewing, being a member of Team Cardinal, followed Cardin's lead and wasn't really nice to Faunus, so maybe that would be a very bad pair for both of them. Okay, A2, I believe that's Amber, paired up with... goes a 66. And although I didn't mention it, Amber also doesn't have magic. Obviously, she's a maiden, but she does have a staff that has 2 types of dust in it. She definitely has a lot of capabilities with her, so this is going to be an interesting pair with Amber and Scarlet David. Considering that her staff has wind dust in it, she could launch Scarlet into the air, and Scarlet could use his semblance of gliding and be able to get behind opponents or move around the terrain. Depending on what biomes they're selected into, that could be make for some interesting combinations. Equals a 20, not 28, 26. Glinda Goodwitch paired with equals a 69. Nice. Sun Wukong. Figure Sun would be number 69, but Glinda and Sun. That's gonna be interesting. Huh. I mean, Glinda wouldn't be happy about being paired with him, but again, we're assuming they work together, and, that's interesting. A75. Vine Zeki, the first member of the Aesops. Okay. Well, Mero was the first member of the Aesops, so disregard that one. A45. Nebula Violet. We don't really know much about Nebula. I believe she was the knife wielder of Team Indigo. So, no, she was the one who wielded the crossbow and sword. She was the one who fought with Scarlet at the top of the ship in Volume 3. She was also the one who did some not nice things to Velvet in Before the Dawn. If you haven't read it yet, I won't spoil it, but still, she's not the nicest person overall, but that's interesting. Let's see. A14. Clover Ebby. Everyone's favorite good luck charm. I wish that he wasn't dead, but I'm glad that he's going to be able to make a reappearance here. Who's he getting paired with? 16. Oh, no. Clover, why? He ended up with Tweedledee. Again, Dee is a fully trained huntsman, but he got taken out by a single manticore, which doesn't bode well. Clover might be able to give him some good luck, though, so... Clover got the short end of the stick with that one. No pun intended, considering what happened in Volume 7, but well, hopefully they can make it past the first round, depending on who they get matched up with, at the very least. Let's see. Equals A62. Roy Stallion. One of the members of Team Bronze that, unfortunately, is no longer in the world of the living. Along with D, I suppose, equals A52. Roy Stallion and Oscar Pine. Interesting. We have A77. Winter Schnee, okay, paired up with equals A11. Cardin Winchester. I mean, not the greatest pairing for Winter, but Cardin's still pretty damn strong. Like, he obviously was able to take out John in Volume 1, but he's got quite a bit of skill in him. He's still made it to Beacon on his own merit, so we'll see how that ends up going. Okay, equals A50. Nora Valkyrie, paired up with equals A65. Sage Ayana. If only we got Sage's semblance in Before the Dawn. Just I wish we could have gotten that, but it's still gonna be a powerhouse team. Sage, really buff dude with a giant greatsword, and Nora, with her increased strength and hammer, could probably launch him quite fast to deal pretty powerful blows. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. Equals A71. Trifa, the spider faunus that was shown in Volume 7, paired with equals A10. Bronze Knee. Unfortunately, not a very powerful team, as far as we were able to see, because we didn't see many of their abilities in Trifa. Though she does have her spinnerets in her hands to use the webs, she only had a little knife that was knocked out of her hands by Sun very easily, so unfortunately they may not make it that far. We'll see, though. We'll see what the matching or pairings end up being. Leonardo Lionheart, the former headmaster of Haven Academy, paired with equals A78. Yang Xiaolong. That is interesting. I wonder how they're going to work together, or how people are going to perceive that they work together. Equals A12. Carmen Esclados. Telekinesis less powerful than Glinda's, paired with Nolan Porfirio. Interesting. Nolan got a little bit of an expansion in Before the Dawn, and I plan on making a video specifically about him and the rest of Team Sun, so that's an interesting pair. Both of them got more expansion in Before the Dawn. Carmen is only from After the Fall and Before the Dawn, but that's an interesting pairing. Okay, equals A4. Arthur Watts, definitely the person who has superiority in the Amity Coliseum and could easily pick the biomes that would best suit his partner. So who's that going to be? Equals A23. Flint Cole. Don't really see a specific biome giving him any advantage, though he did use the biomes in Volume 3 to launch the, geysers that were there at his opponents. So maybe he could add an elemental aspect to his trumpet. That's Interesting. Or maybe the gravity biomes are just Watts' specialty. He'll go with that. Cool. Equals a 28. Harriet Bree, another member of the Ace Ops, paired with equals a 73. Velvet Scarlatina. Semblance of speed, paired with photographic memory and an Isadora, able to make copies of anyone's weapons. Interesting. Equals a 59. Reese Chloris. We found out she's not really much of a leader in her own right, but she's still pretty skilled with her hoverboard that can transform into dual pistols, and can definitely add different dust elements to that, so depending on who her partner's going to be, that could be an interesting matchup. Jean Arc. Jean, using his gravity dust, hard light dust, not really anything in combination with Reese Chloris, though Reese could send out her hoverboard or get back to Jean quick enough to get the aura amp, aura boost. Interesting. That'll be a good pairing, I think. Goes A33, fairly balanced. Junior Zhang, he's quite strong with his bazooka and club, with goes A54. Penny Paulandina and Junior Zhang, huh? That's gonna be interesting. Equals a 15. Coco Adele, the leader of Team Coffee, paired with equals a 64. Russell Thrush. He's the Mohawk member of Team Cardinal, and we didn't really see too much from him in the way of skill, but still, that's gonna be an interesting pairing. Yeah, Russell's more of a close combat fighter. Coco's definitely more of a long-distance fighter, though pretty strong. That'll be interesting. Equals a 67. Sienna Khan paired with a 40. Mei Zedong. Sniper paired with Sienna, because Sienna needs to be close range to be able to start dealing damage and keeping the opponents at bay. That could actually be a very good matchup. Equals A80. That is Yuma paired with 79. That's Yatsuhashi. Based on alphabetical order. Yeah, Yuma and Yatsuhashi. Now, Yuma, I'm assuming he can fly, given he's a Faunus, Aura, etc., but I don't think he'd be able to carry Yatsuhashi while flying, because Yatsuhashi's a big dude, so I don't think that's going to play much of a benefit. And our last pair is going to be a 20. Elm Edern paired with equals a 53. Ozpin. Save the best for last, but these are some interesting pairs. This is gonna be a really interesting tournament. And 45, just to make sure. Nebula Violet. Okay, now it's starting to repeat. Okay, so it did pick everyone. Everyone got to go once, so that is very, very interesting. So, with that being the case, now we can jump over to the actual tournament brackets, or the tournaments itself, and we can go to the doubles tournament. We'll just start with the doubles tournament. We will copy all of these, Control-C, move this over to here, Control-V, so all of them are in there, bulk add. So, now that we have all of the characters added in their respective brackets, they're all kind of randomized here, the different ones meaning the different brackets. There's going to be 5 different brackets, and then when they all fight, they're going to end up with one finalist. So, with the ones that do have like the more super-powered characters in them, I think I'm going to have to seed them differently, because otherwise we might end up with multiple teams like in the same bracket, and when they fight to the finals, well, some other brackets may be weighted less strong than others. So we are going to have random numbers for each of them, and we're just gonna assign the numbers for each one of them. We'll go 1 to 5 for the different brackets. We'll have no repeats, so there'll be no repeats for these first 5, and then the last 2 can be separate. So this will just determine what bracket they're actually going to be in, and we'll do the exact same thing for the singles tournament as well. So we get bracket 5 for Cinder's team. For Glinda's team, we have bracket 1. For Hazel's team, we have bracket 2. For Ozpin's team, we have bracket 4. That's going to mean that Crow is in bracket 3. And then Raven is going to also be in bracket 4. And for Tyrion, he's going to be in bracket 2. So, the way this is going to work is once I hit shuffle seeds, all of them are going to be shuffled. Then we go over to the group stage, see what the pairings are. Actually, no. We're going to stay on the participants. Before we see what the actual matches are going to be, we need to determine who's in each bracket. We're just going to move them up to the brackets or move them down to the brackets that they need to be in. And we'll move them to the top of their respective brackets. So, Glinda is here. She's going to be at number 1. Then we have Hazel, who is, let's see, are there any of the other like powerhouse ones that are up here? I don't believe so. Ozpin is here. He's already in bracket number 2, and he's supposed to be in bracket number 4. Okay, we'll have to work with this. Let's see. Okay, so he's gonna be in bracket 4. Tyrion is in bracket 2. So Tyrion will be moved up to bracket 2. Just slot it in there. Vernal, Octavia, Dove, Banesauce, Cinder is supposed to be in bracket 5. She's exactly where she needs to be. Crow is supposed to be bracket 3. Okay, so that gets moved up there. Raven is bracket 4, so down to here. Then we also have, let's see, where's Hazel at? Hazel is supposed to be in bracket 2. Yeah, he's not in bracket 2 right now. So we'll put him at the top of bracket 2. Tyrion is also in bracket 2. Had moved him up before, but just got knocked out. So I think that's supposed to be good. Glinda in bracket 1. She's the only one that's supposed to be in bracket 1. And then we have Hazel in bracket 2. Tyrion also in bracket 2. In bracket 3, there's Crow, paired with Pyrrha. Then Ozpin is bracket 4 with Raven, bracket 4. I will move her down to the bottom of bracket 4. And then in bracket 5 is going to be Glinda. And Glinda, where did Glinda go? Where did I move Glinda to? Did I not move Glinda? I may not have moved Glinda. Where's Glinda? No, Glinda's 1. Cinder's the final one. Okay, Cinder's in the final bracket. Okay, all of them are seated. Now that that process is out of the way, just so everyone knows that it is still random, kind of. I just had to shuffle things around so that things would work out. Now, we go to the group stage and see what the actual pairings are going to be. Round 1, Glinda and Sun versus Nadir and Neapolitan. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Coco and Russell, Neptune and Milsha. Arthur versus Weiss and Fox. Huh. Scarlet, David, and Amber versus Emerald and Robin. Okay. Oh, wow. Randomization. They're in the same bracket, but oh god. I kind of feel like moving Tyrion down to the bottom bracket, because having Tyrion and Hazel fight in round 1 is that might anger a few people, because I know people really want to see Tyrion fight, but let me know down in the comments below if you think that Tyrion and Hazel should be kept apart. Well, that's the entire point of seeding, is that powerful teams are supposed to be kept apart, but this is... I don't know. I think I might need to change that and just move that down to the bottom, and unfortunately have one of them move up there. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, because that may not be great. Crow versus Leo right out of the gate. That's going to be fun. Interesting. Well, you guys can check out the brackets. I'll leave a link to this in the comments down below. But now we get to go to the other tournaments. We'll start with a singles tournament. Participants. All of them have been put in alphabetical order, so, you know, nothing randomized just yet, and it'll be a similar thing. We'll have to move people around so that characters are seated. Now we can, let's see, insert column, and we'll just call this one for doubles seeds, singles seeds. Okay. Now, go back to the random number picker, refresh it, and go. Okay, Cinder is in bracket 3 this time. Glinda is in bracket 4. Well, actually, you know what? To make this just a little bit more random, we will start at the bottom, because otherwise it's going to be those same two that are in the doubles brackets, whereas now we can give them a chance to, for example, be in a bracket without any of the other powerhouses. Okay, Tyrion, bracket 3. Raven, bracket 2. Crow, bracket 1. Ozpin, bracket 5, and that means that Hazel's gonna be bracket 4. Now let's see, we have Glinda again, bracket 1. Okay, and Cinder in bracket 3. So go to this, shuffle the seeds. Okay, and now, so in bracket 1 we are going to have Glinda and Crow, which neither are in there currently. So we will find Crow, put him up to bracket 1. Then we will also grab Glinda, wherever she may be. There she is. Move her up to bracket 1 as well. Then bracket 2, we have Raven, and just Raven. Okay. Let's see, are there any of the other powerhouses? No, bracket 1's good. Bracket 2, okay, Raven, supposed to be up in bracket 2. Cinder is in bracket 3 currently, exactly where she needs to be. What's Leonardo? Hazel, he's gonna have to move down, and that means Cinder is going to have to move down as well. So now Hazel is in bracket 4, along with no one. So the two brackets that have two people are bracket 3, because Tyrion's supposed to be in bracket 3. Tyrion, bracket 3. Okay. Let's see. Then in bracket 4, we are going to have Ozpin's in bracket 5. So we'll just move him down to the bottom. And Adam bracket 5. We've also got Hazel bracket 4. So I think that is all of them. Glinda in bracket 1. Yeah, Glinda and Crow bracket 1. We have Raven in bracket 2. We have Cinder in bracket 3. With Tyrion in bracket 3. We have Hazel, it's supposed to be? Yeah, Hazel in bracket 4, and then Ozpin in bracket 5. Okie dokie. Let's see how these pairings are actually matching up. Now, it's going to be double elimination, so we'll see how it goes. Vernal and May, Yuma and Marrow, Milsha and Nebula. Okay. Crow and Banesaw right out of the gate. Glinda here. Ooh, that's going to lead to an interesting match there, if Crow and Glinda make it that far. Interesting. This is going to be Maria Calavera versus Roman Torchwick. Oh no! Roman's got a lot of skill. We'll see how he holds up against Maria. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to go all that well. Let's see. We have Tyrion. Oh, poor Nadir. He's not going to last very long. Again, Tyrion and Cinder, they're going to possibly meet in round 3. That'll be fun. Oh, Weiss versus Velvet. Oh no. Ruby and Sienna. This is gonna be pretty interesting. Ozpin. Let's see. Oh, Ozpin might end up facing either Amber or Winter as this goes forward. That'll be fun. Narsalon. Okay. Well, again, this will be available in the links below this video, as well as the actual rules video as well for how each of the tournaments is going to break down. But now we go to the teams tournament. Participants have all been already added in the order that they appear here. So this is going to be round robin, and they're all in one group, so they're all just going to be facing each other in different rounds, but we will shuffle the seeds, and we will see how each of them match up. So we have the round robins, and it's going to keep track of, the wins, losses, ties, all of that here. And then we go to the matches and see who's fighting in Team 1. Ooh. And I'll just put the breakdown of the different teams here just so I can actually remember and so everyone else can see too. Juniper versus Team Dark is going to be interesting. Haze versus Ambit. The remainder of the Ace Ops versus the remainder of the White Fang, or Adam's White Fang. Team RWBY versus Team Sun. That's going to be interesting. Team Funky versus Team Silver. Team Midnight versus Team Coffee. Team Witch versus Goop. Round 1. We have Salem's Inner Circle versus the Professors of Beacon Academy. Glinda, Ozpin, Oobleck, and Port. That's gonna be interesting. Huh. And then, of course, all of the other matches are predetermined for the round-robin style tournament, so we'll see how the winners end up shaking up here, and then we'll go to the finals. So this has been fun and interesting. I'll make a separate video doing the actual rules and everything, as I stated already, but I wanted to make this video just to show that this is indeed randomized for the most part, except for having to shuffle around the seeds of the people who are considered more powerful or legendary huntsman type thing, just to make it more even, so that if they do end up winning all of their matches, then in the finals it's going to be the actual strongest ones who might end up being there, the ones who have the best chances, etc. So we'll see how things end up shaking up. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully this all makes sense and will make sense when the rules come out, as the matches are going to work and everything like that. But let me know what you think down in the comments below, because this has been fun. Make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with the Phoenix Festival tournament, see the videos as they come out, and the results of each match as they are announced, because they will be announced at the end of each week when the rounds are over, etc. as you know, they're gonna have to be broken up in videos that are gonna take place over numerous days and things like that, because this is gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be a lot of fun as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did watch this entire video, thank you, I guess, because this is gonna be like an hour long of me just sitting here working at a computer and randomizing things. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, found it enjoyable seeing how the pairings came up, as you know, at the same time I did, which is pretty interesting. But beyond that, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, tweet me at Phoenix97, join our Discord server as well. There'll probably be discussions going on about the different tournament matches and other things that are being produced on the channel, so you know, make sure to check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.